so we're ready? Okay, we've been ready. You've been waiting for me. All right, so now, to delight any Michigan alums here? Michigan, yeah! Woo, woo! I'll take the cheap laughs from any I can get, man. Cheap applause. Anyway, right now it's a Michigan grad. This play was written by, but it is Michelle's Jewish Date Party.
Toile mazel toile hey lo nu, oi simen toile mazel toile hey lo nu, oi simen toile mazel toile hey lo nu, lecho yisrovo elo mein shove, simen toile mazel toile hey lo nu, oi simen toile mazel toile hey lo nu, oi simen toile mazel toile hey lo nu, lecho yisrovo elo mein ay 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 hey hey lo oh yeah hey lo.
Thank you. We'll get to this in a moment. Okay? It's been a rough day. Please don't rush me. I've been through a lot. What are you looking at? My name is Michelle Sloanum, and I grew up in New York City taking acting classes at the Lee Strasberg Theater Institute. When I was 9, there was this cute little 5-year-old in my class named Scarlett. Can we turn it back to me, please? Thank you. So I was 9, she was 5, we really weren't that close, you know? So at our final performance, Scarlett does this monologue, and at the end, my mother says, "Who is that girl? She is sexy." Sexy. At age 5, the girl had sex appeal that I haven't been able to muster as a fully matured adult. Okay, growing up, I was the anti-sexy. I couldn't get a date for the prom. I was never French kissed. I made my AOL password, and I have a feeling a lot of people in this crowd still have AOL. Okay. I made my AOL password sexy just to remind myself that there was hope. Sexy. Every day, log it in. Sexy. There is hope. Okay? And there is this indelible image of my mother, my best friend in the whole world, the woman who gave me birth, calling this skinny, gangly, knock-kneed, prepubescent whore of a child sexy. And not behind my back to my face. Did you ever call me sexy, Mom? Did ya? Did ya? Did ya? That was the start of Scarlet Fever. So, a few years go by and little Miss ScarJo is now appearing in Hollywood films. Now, this is way before her career blew up and her breasts, you know. As a child, Scarlett pursued the industry, and she was in a ton of movies. She was in Home Alone 3, she was in The Horse Whisperer, directed by Robert Redford, and Manny and Lo. Now, you may have never heard of the movie Manny and Lo, but I have. It's the story of this 12-year-old pregnant teen who escapes a foster home with her younger sister, and the star of this film? Oh, this cute little 12-year-old girl. I'm sure you never heard of her. Her name is Scarlett Johansson. And me, I won the winning soccer goal game at our homecoming. You know? So flash forward, Scarlett is now a huge star, and me, I go for an off Broadway unpaid audition in Staten Island. For those of you that don't know Staten Island, it sucks. Okay? To play Albert Peterson's mother in Bye Bye Birdie. So I do my audition. Oh, I don't need taxi cab. I'll take the IRT. That's the worst subway. And remember, honey, have a hot lunch. And the director says, we are looking for someone more sexy, more Scarlett Johansson. Really? She's an adjective now? Okay, so fine, just so we have the whole entire picture, right? Scarlett's living in Hollywood, making love with her man, Ryan Philippe, who's not Jewish, and by the way, Scarlett is, just in case you didn't know. And I am in Staten Island playing Albert Peterson's mother. Yes, I got the part because no one else wanted it. But finally, I caught my break. I met a man, Morty Zuckerberg. Morty was the pro bono accountant on the show, and he loved off Broadway revivals. And he thought I was the cat's meow, and he thought I was sexy, Mom. So, flash forward to our wedding day. Lennon's a Great Neck is filled with 150 of our closest friends. The band is there, the table is set. All I have to do is sign the ketubah, make a few circles around my man underneath the chuppah, I think it's 7, I don't know, and spend the rest of my life as Mrs. Morty Zuckerberg. But then, as my bridesmaids are putting me into my dress, they start talking about this game that they all play. If you could have one romantic night with a significant other, someone famous, no questions asked, who would it be? So my bridesmaids keep talking. My one bridesmaid, Rebecca, is really into this African-American guy on The Wire. He's British, whatever, you know. Another one's really into Jesse Eisenberg from the Facebook social network movie. You know, then their guys are really into Giselle Bundchen, you know, Tom Brady's Brazilian Victoria, nothing. Okay. Another one, obviously Heidi Klum, because what Jew wouldn't want to be with a tall German blonde? You know, things that are never gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? No offense. But, so then they asked me who I would go with, and I don't know, I said Woody Allen, because I appreciate a man with a sense of humor. But then all of a sudden I realized that if I had a fantasy, then Morty must have one. And at that moment, a chill went down my body like nothing I've ever felt in my entire life. I needed to know. So I booked it out of the room and I beelined it to Morty. I know he wasn't supposed to see me until I was underneath the veil, but I needed to know. And I said, Morty, if you could spend one romantic night with a famous person, who would it be? Please say Liza Minnelli. Please say Liza Minnelli. And without blinking, he said the 2 words that any bride named Michelle Sloanham doesn't want to hear. You could say it if you know it. Scarlett Johansson. That was 2 weeks ago. And I'm not taking the dress off. So I'm throwing a date party until I find my man, because I got the dress. All right, and it's not just going to be a date party, it's going to be a Jewish date party. I'm back on J-Date now, ready to go. That's my profile, ready to go, 1257. You want to know my likes? Long walks on the beach, Argentina, black socks. I'm looking for single men in the audience. Any, maybe you are, but dislikes anchovy-flavored cream cheese. My mother's love. Men. And any movie at all that is starring, co-starring, has a cameo with the actress Scarlett Johansson. I'll be at the bar at the reception.
Scarlett Johansson is Jewish? Oh, thank you, darling. These are like real flowers and stuff. Oh, cool. Scarlett Johansson is Jewish. I never do, you know, I mean, I try to keep track. Because we all do, right? We all have a list of all the Jewish movie stars, all the Jewish gangster rap musicians, you know, all the Jewish athletes. We keep lists, right? We all do. The Jews keep lists. the Jews and the Nazis. We keep lists of Jews. Am I making a joke here? Well, there's no joke here. This is what we do. This is the whole game. And I'll tell you who's very, very, very proudly on our list of Jews is Jim Sherman. We love Jim Sherman very much. I knew him